tonight, over the next few minutes, we're going to be having some songs. We're going to be telling you some jokes, because you can't have a Lansdowne family stream event without bad jokes. Some of you have said some already. We're going to show you some craft ideas. We're going to have some drama, if we don't create too much drama already. And then we're going to have some Bible stories as well. So it's all going to be a fun evening.
Fantastic night. I'm just a little bit distracted because I can see this bag here.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You should all have a goodie bag, because we asked you to sign up for a goodie bag, and there's some bits in it. So if you haven't opened it, now's the time to open it. First of all, you'll see it's a plain bag that you can decorate and keep special things in it. And inside, what have we got, Trudy?
Ooh, I can see some stickers.
There's some stickers inside, so you can use those to put on maybe a letter to a friend or an email to a friend. You've got some activity colouring sheets as well. Thanks to Angelina for putting those together.
Instructions and ooh, I'm surprised that these are still in here, Darren.
They are. Oh, whoops, I had to go all the way here. You've got some sweets in the goodie bag.
That is naughty of you, I have to say. And last but not least.
And finally, there'll be a bit of literature in there as well to help with the rest of the evening. So you can get that out, and after the show, you can start going with the activity sheets and doing all the bits and bobs and the craft ideas as well.
Fabulous. Now, as Darren said earlier, we do have some jokes, and some of you have sent them to us, so it seems only polite to read some.
Yeah, where are those jokes?
I'm going to start off with, this is one of my favourites actually. So, I will ask you, what's the problem? Eating too much pumpkin pie at this time of year?
We don't know. What is the problem with eating too much pumpkin pie at this time of year?
You'll get all tummy ache. Autumn, ache.
Oh, yeah, all tummy ache. There's some facts to be sent in as well about pies, Trudy. Yeah, apple pie apparently costs £2 in Cuba. Didn't know they used pounds over there, but pumpkin pie costs £3 in Jamaica. And banana pie costs £4 in Puerto Rico. These are the pirates of the Caribbean.
Woo! That's a good one. I like that one. Finally, I've been sent this one about a lighthouse, which I like. There was a lighthouse owner, I think this is a true story, that noticed that the tide was coming way too high and might wash away his home. So he called 999. It was an emergency.
Emergency! Okay. One more about lighthouses. You don't know this one because it's not written down, but I almost made it up. How do, Trudy, lighthouse keepers communicate?
I don't know. How do lighthouse keepers communicate?
Shine language.
Shine language. Oh, that reminds me, Darren, we must move on. Got a lot to get through, but I know a song about a lighthouse, which I think we're going to sing now.
Let's sing it.
In my wrestling and in my doubts, in my failures, won't walk out. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubles. You are the peace in my troubles. In the silence, you won't let go. In the questions, the truth will hold. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubles. You are the peace in my trouble seas. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I'll follow you. My lighthouse, I will trust promise. You will carry me safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore. I won't fear what tomorrow brings. With each morning I'll rise and sing. My God's love will lead me through.
Well, I have got some goodies in here that are really quite, what's the word, topical for the evening. And so we would like you to scavenge around your house when I pull something out of the bag. We're going to give you 20 seconds. Parents at home, you're responsible for giving them points. If they get it back to you within 20 seconds, they can have a point, okay? But one thing, you'll have to provide the prizes at the end of it. So, what's in the bag? So you get it, I'm going to pull it out, we'll show you it, and you go and get it or something very similar. First thing in the bag, Drew.
I've no idea.
We have a candle.
Candle! Everybody go find a candle!
Go and get a candle right now. Oh, don't roll over. I wonder how they're doing, Drew. Up the stairs.
Roundabout.
Under the table. Where would you keep a candle?
Ooh.
When you have a power cut, where would you keep one?
In my under the stair cupboard.
Under the stair cupboard.
That's where mine are.
Okay, that's time up. Did you get it in time? Next thing, I would like you to go and find some kind of lamp. A camping one like this, or maybe any lamp plugged in. Do not pull down your parents' best lamp in the lounge, okay? Any kind of lamp. 15 seconds left.
I've got a bedside lamp. I could have gone and got that.
Could you get all the way home in time? 15 seconds, 20 seconds. Time's up. Did you get that lamp in time? Next item in the scavenger hunt bag, we have a pair of sunglasses. Go and find them. Look, they match my shirt.
I've got flashy ones. Oh my god.
Off you go.
Why not flashing? What's happened? It's not flashing. There we go. Flashy. Yours are pretty cool though.
Mine are pretty cool. I think they might not be mine, but I found them at home. They kind of don't fit. Have you found your sunglasses yet? 5 seconds.
Why do you need sunglasses? It's dark.
Because the lights are really, really bright, and sometimes the sun's really bright. We'll find out about that in a moment.
That's true.
Next thing in the scavenger
On the
bag.
back, on the back.
Oh, some of them aren't back yet.
It's okay, the back.
You can't have any more time. Go and find, be careful with this one, it's got to be one that can be moved. A mirror. A mirror.
Ooh, that is bright. That is a bright light.
Looking good.
Is that what you do your makeup in?
Yeah, this is my makeup one.
I thought it was. I can see a bit of lipstick on there that you might have been using. They've all gone.
Yep.
It's all right. You look beautiful. Don't
It's
worry.
quiet when they're not
Very
here.
quiet.
Coming back now, 5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1. Boop.
Well done. Couple more things to go. See if you can go and find a torch.
Woo! Did it work? Go and find a
It's
torch.
pathetic, isn't it?
It is a bit pathetic. Does it actually work?
Yeah, I think if I was using this outside, I'd fall over.
You wouldn't find your way with that. That
No.
would not help at
Not
all.
much help.
Maybe there's a brighter out there.
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Now, parents, how are they doing? There's just 2 more things to find, okay? And the next one is, again, you need to be careful and ask your parents' permission to get hold of one of these. A light bulb! Preferably one in the box.
Yes.
But if not, ask an adult to help you get one.
A light bulb. We should have jokes about how many people does it take to change a light bulb.
We might even have a joke, perhaps we'll do that when we get back on it. Something else to do.
They're gone.
Yeah, 5 seconds again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Final item. Now you might say, what has this got to do with the theme? Have you got the theme yet, True?
Lamp, candle, sunglasses, torch, mirror. Give me one more clue.
Okay, one more clue. You need to get something from your fridge.
From the fridge.
Pickled eggs. Off you go. Pickled eggs. They're Amanda's favourite.
Off you go.
Don't stick to it for 2 days after she's one of these.
They look like eyeballs.
It tastes like diamonds too.
Actually, it's a bit smelly. Smells of vinegar.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh. Darren, you've got serious.
Are you coming back yet? 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. How did you do? How many of those items did you get parents eating straw, no squabbling in the house. Now, those are linked to what we're going to do next. And you might say, why do we have something from our fridge? You need to listen to what's coming next.
We're going to find out.
The sun is amazing. It's actually an enormous star, over 100 times wider than the Earth. Light from the sun takes about 8 minutes to reach the Earth. That's 150,000 million meters. When we feel the heat of the sun on a hot summer's day, that heat is what's left over after it's travelled 150,000 million meters. So think how hot it must have been when it first left the sun's surface. Ouch! And the sun gives light to the whole world. When it's dark where we are and it seems the sun isn't shining, it is shining, but on the other side of the Earth. It's great that the sun gives us light. But what do we think about the dark? Some of us may find it a bit scary, dangerous, or maybe exciting. Most of us, if we're honest, aren't that keen on the dark. So when it's dark, we have all sorts of things that try to do the sun's job for us, like a torch, a lamp, a candle, a match, for example. There's a light inside a fridge when it's open, and I'm told it goes dark inside when it's closed. Am I the only one who's ever tried to check whether the light actually goes off when you close the fridge door? So the sun is so amazing and so special, and we have had to invent some pretty clever things to do the sun's job for us when it's dark and maybe dangerous. One special example of a vitally important light to have when it's a dark and stormy night is a lighthouse. Lighthouses are amazing. They steer ships away from dangerous rocks and reefs. Their light is so strong it pierces through the darkness and protects people from harm. The song My Lighthouse says it steers us away from danger, it keeps us from harm, it helps us find the way to safety. The words say, my lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. I will trust the promise, you will carry me safe to shore. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. And in a little while, I'll tell you a little bit more about who the My Lighthouse song is really talking about. You see, the lighthouse in the song is not doing the job of the sun, S-U-N, in the sky, but it's actually a picture of the sun, S-O-N, that God sent into the world to bring light into the darkest of places and situations. But more about that in a little while.
Oh, now I get it. Thank you, Keith. I understand what all those things are for. It's lights.
This is amazing. Lots of things to do with light.
Even the one out of the fridge.
Even the one out of the fridge.
I get it.
Lights.
I get it.
True, what's talking about light? I've got a confession to make.
Oh.
When I was younger, I was really, really mean to my little sister.
No, I don't believe that.
And one day, I even convinced her to swallow a torch.
What?
Yeah, mind you, that was really worth it to see her little face light up.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, sorry about that. I do apologise for him. Listen, I think you've got a different item now. I think we're going to go and see some craft.
Yes, you should have had some craft ideas sent to you, and Rachel is going to explain how you can do that craft after the light party.
Hello, I'm Rachel and I'm going to share with you how you can make a lighthouse of your own. When it's finished, perhaps you could display it somewhere so you can let the light shine for others to see. For this craft, you're going to need a tube similar to the one that crisps come in. You're also going to need something to decorate it with. You could either use paper, or if you wanted to, you could paint it. So I've got some white paper and some red paper to create a stripe. I've also got a little bit of yellow to create a light beam. You'll also need a clear plastic cup to create the cover for the light at the top. And lastly, you're going to need a little battery powered tea light. Now, if you picked up a goodie bag from church, you should have one of them in there, so you can use that one. So the first thing that you need to be doing is covering the tube in your base colour. So I'm going to use the white. Now, to make it easier, I've put tape on, but you could glue it or put some tape on if you haven't got any double-sided tape. So I'm just going to wrap this all the way round my tube to cover up all the existing colour. So now I've got a white tube. The next thing I'm going to do is to put the red stripe around it. So I'm just going to put it around the tube like that, so it's got a nice big red stripe around the middle. The next thing you're going to need to do is to get your tea light and put that on top, and then cover it with the clear cup, and then I've then got a little yellow light beam that I'm just going to stick on it. Now you could, if you wanted to, write a little Bible verse on it, such as "Let your light shine." And there you go, one lighthouse finished. We'd love to see some pictures of what you've managed to make at home. Thank you.
Okay, let's check we've got everything we need for a night at the Happy Harbour Lighthouse. I love my job as a lighthouse keeper. It's so important to keep the fishermen safe in their boats, especially with it as stormy as it is. But not on my watch. No one's going to be crashing into any rocks, not while I'm in charge.
Hello? Anybody home?
That must be the new guy. It's his first night tonight. They've asked if he can shadow me, which is quite funny when you think about the fact that I work in a lighthouse, you know, light, shadow. Anyway, are you the new guy?
Hello! Yes, Captain, reporting for duty. I'm Willie Crash.
Well, I'm not actually the captain. I'm the lighthouse keeper. B. Beacon shines.
Nice to meet you. Oh, it's so lovely to be here. I do have a quick question though. Why is it called a lighthouse if it's so heavy?
Are you sure you're meant to be working here?
Oh, I'm just messing with you. Actually, I'm really excited for tonight. I got here a bit earlier and had a quick look around. Oh, so exciting. So, tell me what you actually do here.
Well, we set up for the night, obviously, so we'll check the weather, we'll check the shipping schedules, we'll check the fog signals. Oh, and most importantly, which is the most important job.
Weather! Oh, don't talk to me about the weather. It's blowing a hoolie out there, raining so hard, couldn't even see my own hand in front of my own face. Nasty storm out there, nasty storm. I wouldn't want to be on a boat tonight.
Exactly, which is what I was just about to say. The most important thing to check is the light.
Why would anyone go out on a ship on such a stormy night? Those poor sailors getting all those colds, and you know what that means.
No?
They'll be needing their handkerchiefs, of course. You know, you get it, because there's an anchor in a boat, and like, you sneeze and everything. Oh.
Are you finished?
Well, I can't really think of any more jokes to do with boats. Canoe? Can you? Canoe? Did you see what I did there? Because canoe sounds like can you? You know,
We've got to get a move on. I've got to show you the most important thing in this lighthouse, which is... Oh no! That's the Mayday! There's a fisherman in trouble! But I don't understand! The light's not working. I'll try and fix it on my hypergalactic analytic function box. You try and find a light, shine it out there to ward the fisherman off the rocks. It's not working, I don't understand. The light was working just fine earlier, and the bulb was in the beacon this afternoon.
oh, you say?
Yes?
You mean like this bulb?
Yes. Exactly like that bulb. Where did you get that?
Well, you know, I said I was here a bit earlier, you know, having a look round, I was so excited and all that. Well, I saw this and I noticed it had a tinsy bit of dirt on it. So I thought, you know, I would take it down and polish it.
Well, quick quickly, you've got to put it back. Oh, quick!
Thank goodness. Is the fisherman safe? Is he all right?
Oh, he's safe. What a relief.
Hooray! Oh, honestly though, this is the most important part of the whole lighthouse, and you didn't tell me to check it.
Come on, I don't know about you, but I could use a cup of tea.
I'll second that.
Wow, can you imagine being in that boat in a storm and not being able to have any lights to show you the way?
I was so glad they found that light and put it back, True.
Absolutely, fantastic.
True, can I just say one more thing? It's been on my mind for a while, I've just got to get it off my chest.
Do it.
We've got a new council here in BCB, as many of you know, and the leader, he's useless. He's really rubbish. He doesn't answer his phone, he doesn't answer emails. In fact, I've been told he only works after dark. You know, he's a real nightmare. What else?
Listen, we don't want to focus on the night, on the dark. We want to focus on the light.
So we've got an amazing song now to sing with you, and it is He, Jesus, is the light of the world.
The Son is amazing. But let me tell you, the Son of God is even more amazing. Jesus is the most amazing person who ever lived. Over 2,000 years since it happened, we still celebrate his birth every year at Christmas. Just 55 sleeps to go. But he's so special that billions of people are fascinated by him, follow him, and love him. When he was walking on earth, he told amazing stories, did amazing things like turned water into wine, calmed a storm, fed 5,000 people with 5 loaves and 2 fish, and even made sick people well and dead people live. And he was the kindest and most caring person too. The Bible says one of the many reasons Jesus came into the world was to bring light. but not the same sort of light as the sun in the sky. The Bible says, the people walking in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of deep darkness, a light has dawned. The true light that gives light to everyone was coming into the world. When Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. The world is dark without the sun shining in the sky, but it's also a different sort of dark without Jesus. Bad and sad things happen. People are selfish and unkind, but the good news is that Jesus came to turn that all around, to change people's hearts so that they start to do things God's way, to turn darkness to light. In your bedroom, there is probably a window. When the curtains are drawn, it is dark. That's okay for sleeping, but not much else. Sometimes the sun outside is so bright, or there's a gap in the curtains, so we know that the sun is up and shining even when the curtains are drawn. Similarly, many people have a sense that even in dark, bad and sad times, Jesus is there, and he's good. And just as we have to pull back the curtains to see the light, to feel its warmth, enjoy the view, we have to do something to receive the full benefit of Jesus' light in our lives. We have to believe and follow. Jesus said, I've come into the world as a light so that no one who believes in me should stay in darkness. We need to believe that Jesus came, he lived, he died on a cross and rose again to deal with the darkness of sin in our lives. Then we need to walk in his light, to follow him. When Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. The Bible, church, groundbreakers, high five, help us to do just that, to follow him. Will you believe in Jesus and follow him? I really hope you will.
Wow, there's some really exciting things to think about that Keith's been talking about there. Isn't that right, Darren?
Absolutely true. And if you want to find out more, then you can go to Lansdowne Church website. We've got a special feature there for Lansdowne Kids. There's a Lansdowne Kids YouTube channel. This will be on there, so you can watch it again and again and again and take part in all those scatter things. Do you know what? If you do it the second time, I expect it'll be better the second time, don't you?
I'm going to go home and watch it and do it as well.
Yeah, so it's been absolutely fantastic to be with you tonight. Don't forget, if you're not attached to Lansdowne Church, get involved, go to the website, get your parents to send an email to the church office, and we will put you in touch with somebody that can really help you. True, it's been great working with you again.
I've enjoyed it. I hope all of you have enjoyed it too.
Yeah, we've missed you in the same room as us, but we felt like we've been in your rooms tonight, live here from Lansdowne Church.
So I'm just going to say one last thing, which is bye-bye.